Louise here from Project Thank You Design Studio. Today I'm just going to do a quick video to demonstrate how you can design using white space. You're probably wondering what white space is. Basically, it is just what it sounds like, white space, blank space, like negative space, just gaps basically in your design. It's basically organizing your design better to make better use of your page. It's creating a minimalistic design, basically following the rule that less is more, just organizing things better basically and creating a better user experience for your reader. So I've created this background and I've put these design elements in, the little flowers, which are pretty and good. So I'm now going to add some text in. So if I go over to the text bit, I've already typed it up, so I'll just go and grab my text over here. So I'm going to put my heading in, change the font. Which one? Okay. Good for that. I'm going to leave really decent sized spaces at either side of the heading. So this heading is going to be centered on the middle of the page. So using that center align icon there, just plonk the heading in the middle of the page like that. Okay. I'm going to get my strap line, copy that in. Just type this up already just so it makes it quicker to show you. I did write down what fonts I was using. What was that one going to be? Oh yeah, that's right. Just need a quick memory jog there. Okay, so that is going to go directly under the heading. Just adjust the size there and make it sit nicely. Actually, I'll make that a little bit bigger and make the heading a little bit bigger as well. Just make sure they're center aligned. Okay, obviously you can be more careful about this and make sure the lines line up properly. If you're wanting to do that, you can go into the art folder, and under there you'll find a grids and columns for layout folder, so you can just click and add one of those in, and these are quite good just to use the edges. You can stretch them to how wide you want them on your page and just make sure things are lining up properly. I'm going to just do this from looking at the page basically, just quickly to go through it with you. So I've got my heading and strap line. As you can see, I've left a nice amount of space in between there. There's a decent amount of white space above my heading, and I'm going to leave that blank so that your eye is basically getting drawn into that headline Design Studio there, and then it's going to go straight down to the next most important part of text, which is the strap line. So already I'm creating a hierarchy in my design. So you're going to go headline, strap line, okay? Keeping it simple, uncluttered, and basically just better for whoever's looking at it. So then I'm going to get my next block of text. You might notice that I'm not filling my page with a ridiculous amount of text here. I'm keeping it really simple. The next block of text that I'm using is basically just points. They're not really bullet points, but yeah, just like 3 lines of text. Just points about what the service is offering. I'm going to have that a bit wider on the page than the headline and the strap line, just because there's a bit more to fit in. I'm going to center that again also and change the font. So if I can remember correctly, what did I use? Oh yeah, it was that one. So it's like a cool typewriter font. Again, I'm just going to center that in the middle of the page, and I'm leaving a decent amount of space, so that's going to be white space there. It might feel odd to you at first because a lot of people are used to designing and just jamming as much stuff as they possibly can into the page, and that just can create confusion. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I pick up a page, like a flyer, imagine it's like a double-sided flyer and it's just absolutely packed with text. All it does is make me want to put it in the bin. I just can't be bothered to read that much text on a flyer. I just want to know what it's about, what's being offered to me, and the best bits basically. And then if I want to know more, I will look it up. I don't want to be bombarded and just too much text in my face. So we're just going to keep it really simple, nice and clean. Okay, so then I'm just going to put my other little strap line in here underneath. straighten out the text. When you put your text in Design Studio, it always comes in curved, so you just need to, if it's just a single line of text, it does anyway, so you just need to go to this slider down here and slide it down to 0. Take the curve off. It's going to change this font. Oops. Okay. Again, leaving a nice amount of space. Okay, and now I'm just going to put the website address on as well. That's going to sit underneath there, leaving a decent amount of space, because even the spaces between your lines, that is classed as white space also. So you don't want to have your text squashed up like that. That's just obviously going to make things hard to read. But then again, if you're wanting it to look like it's on the next line rather than down there, you don't want it to be totally random, just leave it a nice gap so it's easy to read but it doesn't look too disjointed. Make sure it's aligned again. And that is literally all the text I'm going to put on that page. It looks really minimalistic and clean. It's not too much for the eye. It's not too confusing. It almost has a feeling of luxury. I feel like it makes the design look more sophisticated. You can then play around with colours. I've already copied my colour code over here, so I'll just grab that. Yeah, you can just change the colours, obviously to your brand colours, have a bit of a play around, but generally, on the whole, I'm pretty happy with how that looks, and I'm going to just leave it like that. So you can see how quickly I put that together. Obviously, you probably want to spend a little more time just making sure the edges of your text are all aligned. I've purposely not aligned this block of text here because I wanted it wider on the page. But you can see what I mean by white spaces. All this area up here. In fact, I'll just get some shapes in here just to demonstrate to you. So this is white space. Copy that. This is white space. This here is white space. And this. Okay. And then we've got the white space down the side. It's basically just negative space that you're not using on the page, but you are using it as part of your design. It's there on purpose, you've considered it, and it's there for a reason. So all of that, you know, that could have been full of text and looking really busy. We've got more down the sides here. But instead, we've used all that and we've left it blank on purpose. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that now so you can see the full effect again. Like, you don't have to get every single possible point across that you can about your business. You don't want to be screaming in someone's face. You just want to get your message across in a clear and concise way. Leave the reader wanting more. You want them to come back and you want them to go away and think, oh, that's interesting. I'll go and look up and see what else I can find out about that business. You don't want to leave anyone with the impression of, oh, I can't be bothered to read that. That's going straight in a bit. Okay, so that was just a quick demonstration of how you can use white space in your design and to come up with something really organized and nice and clean, simple. Okay, I hope you like that. I will be back with more tutorials soon, and if you'd like to know more about this online design platform, Project Thank You Design Studio, please visit www.projectthankyou.com, or you can visit the actual Design Studio site, which is designstudio.projectthankyou.com. If you would like, I run a Facebook group for my Project Thank You Design Studio community. So if you just go onto Facebook and do a search for Project Thank You Design Studio Network, you can come on over and join the group, where I encourage all of my members to share their designs in the group for feedback. I post lots of design inspiration, colour inspiration, tips and tutorials. So come over and get involved. Thanks very much for watching anyway. Take care. Thanks. Bye.